It's basically a mid-engine sports car. This is a one of one. The guy who's built it is an absolute genius. 400 horsepower, 1,200 kilos. It is the Commer Eileen.
Welcome to Piper Cams and Exhausts. For the last 60 years, they have been manufacturing performance camshafts, cam followers, pulleys and exhausts, bringing motorsport winning success to your pride and joy. Head to their website now for more information or follow them on their socials.
We are benefited today with Luke. Thank you so much for coming on the channel, mate. We've seen this at like a couple of shows, haven't we? We've been dying to get on the channel, and only because of how different it is. Do you want to give us a few bullet points of this entire piece of art?
Well, it was originally a camper van, like full-blown fiberglass, like your motorhome. It was like that.
Oh, it didn't start off as
no.
a.
Oh, it started off as basically a caravan that's mated with a flatbed. It was a horrible, ghastly thing.
Yeah.
Ripped it off because I didn't want a camper at the time and I wanted it to fit in a garage, so I said, well, I'll just take it all off, make a pickup more usable. So
this was during COVID, was it?
Just before COVID we started it, and then the paint was all done during COVID. But yeah, I ended up wanting a pickup truck just for dump runs, car shows, that sort of thing. But I didn't want it to be mega pretty because money was tight. I just wanted to get it done.
I think you've curved your objective there, because it is pretty, in my opinion. It's turned out, for something you take to the dump, it is an absolute work of art. It's got a Mercedes motor in it as well.
Yeah, so it's a 98 C-Class 5-cylinder OM605 turbo lump. I paid 200 quid for it off a local that didn't know what it was. I was like, right, well, if he doesn't know, that's the money he wanted. Yeah. So I don't feel bad giving him what he wanted. So
absolutely.
And yeah, probably that whole engine build, because it had another engine in it before, but just to get that engine in with the box and the other bits, total was probably only cost me $3,500.
You're joking.
And I'll happily build more. I'd build more.
They're supposed to be a really good engine, aren't they?
Very
the 605 is supposed to be
strong.
like, a lot of people are using them, even in drag racing they're using it. Let's just go around. So I know from what Nick, off camera, Nick was saying, there's a lot of stories about this car and a lot of stuff that's, reasons that things came around. The wheels was something that almost fell over when you told me about them. I don't know if you're at liberty to say, but I looked at the wheels and I was like, I need some. I want a set of those, thinking that's a $3,000 set of wheels. But you've done your homework, haven't you?
Well, all of it. Like, I mean, I don't want to go and pay companies fortunes. Like, I'll just find out where I can get certain bits. And just, like you said, research, because you save yourself a fortune. You
really did. And so where did the wheels come from and how much were they?
So the wheels came from, well, they're Centerline Race Masters. You can buy them from Centerline, you can buy them from Northants Tyres, and they will import them over here. But for a set of fours, between 1,200-1,500 quid to your house. I bought them directly from the factory because Centerline are owned by a Chinese company. So I bought them from Alibaba for around 400 quid for all.
400 quid for these wheels. And they are proper nice as well. They're like, well, again, I'm not gushing over it too much, but it is just...
They're on budgets as well, by the way.
It doesn't matter, like, it still
I mean,
looks...
for your own safety, just so you know, that's not...
No, they're on budget, so that's your pre-warning, is it? Just a disclaimer.
Well, the fronts were like £31 a corner and the rears were about £28 a corner.
Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? The sign writing was something I noticed as soon as we turned up. I was like, yep, I'm all about that. That's hand-drawn, hand-painted, isn't it?
Yeah, a guy called Sean Hubbard, local to me, did all of that. He doesn't like doing this work, really. He will, but only for the right reasons.
Yeah.
So the van was owned by my dad's best mate, who's Steve Wilson.
Okay.
And as a kid, I used to play in this when it was a camper van.
No way.
I named it after his mum, because he said, look, if you're going to put it on the road, this is your project. You can't quit, you can't stop. This is for you to do now. And I went, all right then. So out of respect, I named it after his mum.
Fair play.
So I just said, that's all good. And then last year he died abruptly. So I was like, I was going to do something like comedical on there. Do you know what I mean? Like inbred bakery and all of that. I was going to do something like that. But I just went, it's got to have Steve's small business. So out of respect, I'm flying both flags. Do you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't have had my engineering apprenticeship without him. I would easily have taken my own life in 2019 if it wasn't for the van and the restoration and me actually doing it, taking my mind away from other issues.
That's amazing.
So I see it as like Steve saved my life, the van saved my life. So it's just like out of respect, it has to go on it.
That's crazy.
And then the pinstriping was done by a hot rodder called Eyeball Mike, and he sort of collaborated with Sean to do the pinstriping after, just to tee it all in. But I think it does look all right.
It all suits, it works. Every inch of this is custom from what I can see. I'm looking at it, and even the dash has been trimmed, it's got custom carpets and all that. Is there anything in it that you haven't done, any companies that you want to just give a nod to have had any impact on it? Or is it all your own?
Well, so like obviously when I've built this, I've had a couple of mates do certain things for me. Yeah. Because I haven't got the facilities. I built this in a single garage. So I pulled it out on the drive, I'd work on it and I'd just roll it back in.
I love that.
And do you know what I mean? I don't have a big workshop, I don't have sponsors, never been sponsored, don't have anyone helping.
All your own stuff?
All my own work. But the thing is, it's all a vision. I've gone, I want to do this. I'm an engineer by trade, but I can't trim. So I've gone, well, I've met James, a guy called Rev Racing, met him at a few car shows, absolutely sound, lovely guy. Yeah. And he goes, I trimmed Dougie McComb's car. I was like, oh, did you? So I was like, oh, that's well nice, and he's 190. I was like, just quote me. Quote me, because I need to do it. So And like, do you know what I mean? He made all bespoke armrests, he never had them. I put the trophy cabinet with two sides missing.
It's so cool, man.
And it was all just my own vision. I went, this is what I want. Like, what's the easiest way of doing it? So it looks quite cool, but I'm not having to spend a fortune. I don't want to be paying people thousands of pounds to do work.
That is, do you know what? If there's anything, I will interject here. If there's anything that's more Motor Addicts and more for what we are trying to represent in car culture, it is this. Like, Luke's done his homework, he's done it himself, he's done it out of purpose, but also the tenacity that it takes. Because you could build this, you could take it to a motorsport or a custom fabrication shop. This would be a 50, 80 grand build. You know, I want it to look roughly like this. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it'd be a lot nicer than this. Like, it wouldn't be like all of the finer details wouldn't be as rough as this.
But the point is, you've done it yourself. Yeah, that's it. You know, and pushing it in and out of your garage on your own and stuff like. I just think like, there's so much respect there. It must go all right. You reckon it's about 400 horse?
Well, somebody else with the same pump, same turbo set up in a car, so in a C-Class, dynoed in around 396. And I was like, well, that's pretty good. Because before I had a bigger turbo, and then I spoke to the super turbo gurus over in Sweden and Eastern Europe, and they said, buy that turbo, you'll get all your spool back, and you'll still make just as much power, if not a bit more.
Really? It's a Pulsar unit, is it?
It's a Pulsar PTX 2867R on a 6.3, so it's actually quite small, but it comes on, it makes 45 PSI boost at 3,000 RPM. It makes a lot of
it's £45 is where that's
its max.
Yeah. And you've done, so you're an engineer, so did you build the inlet yourself? I see the inlet's
been... So the inlet was, I'd seen online that, so the problem we had, this engine in like a C-Class is very wide, everything comes off the side. Yeah. But for this, the chassis rails are really narrow, so everything had to be narrow. Yeah. So my mate David, who made my engine mounts, so he hung the engine in place, he made the mounts, he made a custom gearbox brace. I said, I need the alternator moving from this side to this side. He goes, I'll just make a custom, and he just like CNC made something on his machine and went, yeah, that works, right, sweet.
I love that.
And we just went, sweet. And then, in fairness, for him to do all of, so he made the plenum, and that's two OM606 NA inlet manifolds, and we cut the branches we wanted.
Really?
And then he made the plenum for it. Like, he did me
Did he do this stainless intake piping?
No, my friend Harry at HR Fab made that.
His welding
is exceptional. Is shit hot. He is so mate. Good. But then you will see the odd bit that I've tried to do, like that exhaust over there. This was made.
Yeah, but that's not bad, to be fair. I couldn't do that.
But it's like this tank was made by an autograss racer.
Yep.
Who makes tanks for race cars, autograss cars. So it's like, I just like, how much for a tank? He goes, I do 80 quid. I got the stuff in the garage. I was like, sweet, done, sweet. And do you know what I mean? I want Harry to make me a new tank here. I still need to give him a drawing or a diagram of what I want. But
so this is more. This means more to you than just a car, doesn't it? It's more than it represents a lot of stuff that's sort of happened.
There's a lot sentimental value. The van's got a massive amount of sentimental value. But the problem is, at the same time, is as I'm getting older, like I'm planning on having a kid and. I don't know whether, as much as I'd love to keep it forever, it's not very family friendly. So I was debating selling it purely because I then fund a workshop where I can build more things. Then later in life, if I come back into any form of money or fruition, I'll buy it back. But
You could just buy a Focus or something to drive around in and then just keep
mate,
it.
I drive a 93 Citroen ZX 1.9 diesel.
Yeah, exactly. That is the daily. That is, and so rear end. Back to the car. You got the rear end, obviously, with that amount of power. So you're using a Sprinter gearbox.
That's the strongest Sprinter box manual.
Yeah.
Not auto.
And that if you'd have kept the conventional diff, it would have turned it into mush. So you've got a Volvo in there.
That's Volvo 240 3.3 Dana, yeah.
Right. We are going to go out for a drive.
Also, don't be alarmed, it sometimes comes out of first gear.
Oh, okay, right.
So if you hear it crunching, that's not...
When someone says don't be alarmed, that rings alarm bells.
No, you can trust me.
Oh, it's so cool, man.
I wouldn't put you in any danger.
No, I just want to experience it. So it's on factory front springs, do you say?
Yeah, cut
right.
I'll cut them.
Here we go, as you said.
It's got Hilux rear shocks on the front.
Jeez.
Because they're the exact same size.
So you just did your measurements and thought, like, that's about right?
She went through a very old Monroe catalogue a friend of mine had, and I went, oh, they're the same.
And that's it, yeah.
There's a little bit of modification, but like an angle grinder is easier to use with a pencil.
Well, yeah. I noticed when we were looking over the engine, I couldn't see an external wastegate on the turbo.
Nah.
So it just maxes out.
Yeah, max boost. That's how you set these up. You go, right, this is how much fuel I want.
For the amount of boost that you've got.
This is how much boost I've got.
Right.
This is how much power it makes.
So you just turn the fuel up until it's alright, basically.
Oh, the pump is maxed, the turbo's maxed.
Oh, there you go.
Because it's all down to my foot of how much I give it.
Yeah. That's the thing with diesels, especially mechanical diesels like this. You just keep jamming more fuel and air in until it works as well as it's going to. This sounds amazing.
I'll go slow. Sounds lovely.
It does sound good, I've got to say. What made you go for charge cooler instead of an air-to-air intercooler?
There's no room.
Ah, right.
Charge cooler is way more efficient.
They are, yeah.
It's like, imagine the opposite of a radiator in your house.
Yeah.
Like,
It's compact, isn't it?
Yeah.
For the size, you get better cooling efficiency for the size of what you're using.
1000%.
You've got a separate electric pump for that?
Yeah. From a Maserati to that. I'm going to petrol cover show in Belgium.
That's so cool.
That's my 4th show in Belgium this year.
Oh man, living the dream. It's lively as well. Jesus! That was spinning the tyre in second there.
Yeah, well, there's no way we'd be spinning in 6th.
No way.
No way.
Oh man. I love how original it is. I absolutely love it. Very few cars, like Nick was saying, the more you look at it, the more you notice other stuff, and that is what keeps it interesting.
Yeah, this is why I go to a lot of these like classic cars. In fairness, I go to more staff shows, modified shows than classic shows.
Yeah.
But the reason I go to them is purely because even the classic shows, you ain't seen a car. Large cars, you've never seen one. So even the NSRA, I think they're super dudes.
Yeah.
Well, there was 2 there, but one of them was a Vanda. But I won best commercials. They went, we haven't seen a car in like 20 years. That's known as hell.
Yeah, exactly. Ticks all the boxes.
It's a one-off.
So cool. I can't believe how well it goes. See that pigeon?
Yeah, good old boy.
Jesus. Do you know what it is? I think it feels so fast because it feels like it shouldn't be going that fast.
Well, the standard there,
Yeah.
51.
That's what it is. That's why it's so surprising, because you look at everything and how you're sitting and everything else, you think that doesn't feel like it should be doing that. If you're sat in a low car, like a sports car, you kind of expect it. That was the Commer Eileen. I absolutely love that. Not only is it, he said, oh, it's not that quick. It goes like the clappers, but it's not just about how fast everything is, because of the story behind it, because of the noise, because what it looks like when you're in there. It's an absolute work of art. It's a rolling work of art, and I think he's done a wicked job, Luke has. Credit to that. He's on Instagram at Commer Eileen, is it, Luke? Go and check it out. There's loads of pictures and stuff on there, and other builds, other stuff he's doing. He's an engineer, and he's got a huge amount of knowledge to do with that. So, if you like what you saw, you're not going to see it again because I doubt there's another one even similar. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, get in touch with us. If you know someone who's got a car that's really unique or that's tucked away or that's super interesting, let us know on Instagram, YouTube and or Facebook. For that, though, ladies and gents, he's got to go to Belgium, and that is your lot.
Live, I meet him minerals and vitamins. I tell the times of tales of principles when I begin. It's not very nice, and hell, I've seen it all, invite him in. And only time can tell, the nights prevail, we slice it thin. I've been a fool and witnessed in the walls are sinking in. Without a pause, I see these intervals.